Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video of Europe trip in budget. Hope you all are doing good. In this video today, I am going to take you to Germany. The trip to Europe had started from Kolkata and we had a wonderful trip so far with the City of Love Paris and Belgium. Now it's time to explore Germany. The journey from Belgium had started early morning right after breakfast and we reached Germany at around lunchtime. It was very cold and cloudy in Germany. We had travelled at the last week of January and the temperature was around 3 to 4 degrees centigrade. Our first place of visit in Germany was the famous and majestic Cologne Cathedral. This church is a Gothic-inspired architecture and it looks absolutely beautiful. This is also one of the most visited landmarks in Germany. The interior of the church was beautifully decorated, inspired by the Gothic architecture. It was very peaceful and spiritually awakening inside the church, and we had spent almost half an hour inside offering our prayers to the Lord. Since this church is one of the most visited landmarks in Germany, you can expect it to be really crowded. Tourists coming down to Germany from all over the world ensures that they do not miss to visit this amazing Cologne Cathedral. The area around the Cologne Cathedral is beautiful with shopping malls and restaurants where we had our lunch. After lunch, we moved on to our next destination, Heidelberg in Germany. Heidelberg is a small town in Germany famous for the romantic cityscape and has a very old European feel to it. The area is surrounded with castles, beautiful fountains, church and cobblestone streets which gives a very old European feeling. The Heidelberg University is the oldest university in Germany and has many famous researchers and scientists as its alumni. The beauty of this old town of Heidelberg is out of the world, and walking down these streets will never make you feel that you are living in the 21st century. After exploring the old town of Heidelberg, it was now time for cruising at the Rhine River. Okay, so here I am on my way to board the boat for cruising at the Rhine River. So here you can see this is our boat and we'll be boarding it soon. So let's go. The boat was a small one but very beautiful, and we walked straight up to the upper deck to get a wonderful view of the Rhine River and the old European architecture at the banks of the river. So as you can see, we are now boarding the boat. The interior is wonderfully decorated, and with the glass windows you can see the Rhine River right there. This is the dining hall cum restaurant, and it was really pretty. We are now taking the stairs up to the upper deck, and in a few seconds I'll give you a view of the entire Rhine River from the upper deck. So here we are at the upper deck and look at the view. You can see the entire Rhine River with the awesome architecture at the two banks of the river. The cruise has started and we'll enjoy the evening at the Rhine River with the old European houses at the banks of the river. It is a perfect evening with soothing music, setting sun, chill winds of end of January and the Rhine River. We heard a very interesting story about the church that you see right here. The priest of the church has two professions. He is the priest in the morning, and in the evening he is a bartender at a bar just adjacent to the church. This is perhaps the perfect example of work is worship. We enjoyed the cold winds from the upper deck and the awesome beauty around the river until we could not take the cold wind anymore So we went down to the dining hall and enjoyed the Rhine River from the warmth of the dining hall. The awesome evening at the Rhine River cruise had come to an end, and it was time to bid farewell to the Rhine River and the cruise. We went on for dinner and finally we checked into our hotel. So this is our hotel in Germany. The next morning started early, and after breakfast we left our hotel to move on to Black Forest before reaching Switzerland. Finally, on our way to Black Forest, we got glimpse of the first snow in Europe. The dark black forest and the white snow looked out of the world. It was just out of a fairy tale and not a real world. The Black Forest is a large forested mountain range bounded by the Rhine Valley to the west and the south. This region is the home to the famous cuckoo clock. The Black Forest is named so because of the thick pine forest that makes the hill look dark and black. The darkness of the trees and the white snow on top of them makes this region look out of the world. The famous and delicious Black Forest cake has its name inspired from this region. We are now in front of the world's largest cuckoo clock. So this entire house is a cuckoo clock. Every hour the figurines come out and dance while the cuckoo comes out and coos. I am now at the cuckoo clock factory and you can see a variety of cuckoo clocks of different shapes, sizes and price ranges. The manager at the cuckoo clock factory explains to us how this clock is made in this region and how the cuckoo clock actually works. He chose one of the clocks and gave a quick demo which I'll be sharing with you.
This balance on the top acts as the pendulum. And to make it work, we have to wind it up one time in the day. And the farmers used to make these clocks in the winter when there was lots of snow, so they couldn't work the fields around them. So they started making these clocks to earn some extra money. And the next generation of clocks, we have the shield clock. It's also known as the clock with the painted face. And they started making them around about 1720 with mechanical movements made from brass, more precise. And according to history, the cuckoo appeared for the first time in 1760. So this clock has two weights, one is for the cuckoo, the other one is for the clock. There's also a pendulum and a minute hand. This one here is called the dumpling eater. Every 30 minutes, he gets us to eat some dumplings. You see his eyes moving as he eats the dumplings. And here we have a man working away, and a lady standing behind him, holding something in her hand. Every 30 minutes, she will hit him on the head. And the clockmaker decided to call this clock the mother-in-law clock. And this clock they designed in 1860 for the train stations in Germany. It has the roof of the train station as decoration, and also the tracks of the train. And you notice this clock has three weights. The third weight means it has a music box inside. So every hour, after the cuckoo, the people will dance around to the music. And the mechanism on the inside, as we said before, is made from brass. So we have the mechanism of the music, and this platform here is what the people will dance around. You can see a mechanical cuckoo clock with the smaller weights. These ones you have to wind once a day, daily winding cuckoo clocks. And you can see one with the large weights, these ones you have to wind every 8 days. And the cuckoo sound comes from these devices here. The air goes through here and comes out of here like a flute. And there you have the cuckoo sound. Very simple, but effective. There's different size bellows and different size clocks. They all have a slightly different tone. And then we have the music box. You can just about hear this. Maybe a little bit. We put the music box against the wood, and the wood will resonate the sound like a musical instrument. Just so you feel these clocks along here on the wall, these are all the mechanical cuckoo clocks that you have to wind. The ones behind you on the other side over there, those are battery cell phones. And also, if you spend a minimum amount of 50 euros in the shop today, we can offer you some tax back. So when you go to pay for the item, if you spend 50 euros or more, then we will automatically deduct 15% tax off of the price of the purchase. So you don't have to do anything at the airport, we will do that here for you. And all of the cuckoo clocks, with the cuckoo coming out of the clock, they all have 2 years worldwide warranty. All of these ones are mechanical ones, and we also have the battery operated ones.
This was one of the largest cuckoo clocks available in the factory. After seeing a variety of cuckoo clocks, we chose some for ourselves and some for gifts, and finally we bid farewell to the cuckoo clock factory. With that, our Germany trip had come to an end, and we were moving towards Switzerland. The journey from Germany to Switzerland was a mesmerizing one. I'll be sharing my complete Switzerland trip in the next video in this series. If you like this video, please hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Do check out my Paris and Belgium videos in the series Europe Trip in Budget. I'll link the same in the description box. So do take care and bye bye.